Hello everybody, this is Louisa from Ellie Paper Studio, and today I am doing a getting started video for the Tuesday Print and Cut series. Tuesday Print and Cut series I've been doing for a little bit. I try to do one every other Tuesday of the month. Basically what I do is that I provide you with two free files. One is going to be a CCR cut file and a second one's going to be a Word or Publisher editable file. Publisher is a software that comes with the Office, the Word, PowerPoint, Excel Office suite. It is very easy to use. It's basically the same interface as Word. All you have to do is download the file, save it, open it, and then you edit it just like you would. It looks very similar to Word. It uses more text box instead of a free word flow. If you do not know how to use Publisher or do not own Publisher and would like me to do the Word version of it, I'm always able to that all you have to do is go ahead and leave a comment at my blog or on the video, and I try to do it as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and jump to this real quick. A few things you will want to make sure that you have is one, the Cricut craft room software. It's really easy and free actually to get. You can get it at Cricut.com and download it for free. Next, you need a Cricut.com account, also from Cricut.com. This is also free. You do not need a Cricut machine at all. The other thing you will also need is your Cricut should be connected to your computer through using a USB cable. I will have probably around this area of my blog, you will see a new Getting Started link, which will have some links to try to help you navigate and how to get your computer connected and your Cricut connected to your computer. And lastly, with the files that I provide you, sometimes you will need you will need whatever cartridge I use. You will need that cartridge to make the cut. If you do not own it or have it linked to your Cricut account, it will not let you cut. It will ask you to purchase it instead. What I try to do is that I try to use a lot of different, very generic Cricut cartridges or very popular Cricut cartridges such as Create a Critter, Stretch Your Imagination, etc. Just because I know there are cartridges that are older, have been out there for a while, and a lot of people do have them linked to their Cricut account. If you're confused about how to link a cartridge to your Cricut account, there will be a link for that also. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into basically what I provide you with. When you go to my blog, elliepaperstudio.blogspot.com, you're going to want to go to the top here and go to Tuesday Print and Cut series. Once you click there, you're going to be in this screen, which is going to give you a list of all the posts that I've made where I give you the free files. You will want most of the files that I give you, you will need the Publisher or the Word file so that you can edit this portion here of the card or the invitation or whatever it is that you are editing. So you make it your own words. And you're going to print it in a regular 8.5 by 11. What you're going to do is that you're going to take that 8.5 by 11, put it in your Cricut mat, and then using the cut file that I've given you, they have been set up so that they cut perfectly around each other. What you do is that using that cut file, you import it to your Cricut Craft Room software, and you cut it, and it will cut perfectly around there. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on this link, and it's going to take you to Google Drive, which is where I store these files. Because it's a Cricut Craft Room software file, you will not be able to say no preview available or this file is corrupted. It may say any of those. It is not corrupted, and the preview will never be available because Google Docs is not able to read Cricut Craft Room software files. So what you're going to want to do is click download. You're going to save as. I've already saved my document, and you're going to save, and then basically what you do is you're going to go to your downloaded file, make sure that it's there. Next, let me do a new, Okay, so you're going to open your Cricut Craftroom software and it's going to come up something like this. It may look a little bit different if you have a Cricut Mini or a Cricut Expression or an Expression 2, or if you have an Imagine, it may look even a little bit different. But basically, what you're going to want to do is go up here to My Projects, don't save, and you're going to want to click down here. There's a little button that says Import. You're going to want to click Import and go to where you've saved your Cricut file. This looks very similar to what you would do in Word if you downloaded a Word document. Because I downloaded mine on my desktop and I'm already on my desktop folder, I'm going to go ahead and double click on it, and here you have it. It's already there. So I'm going to click on it and just hit open, and there you have it. It's perfectly set up. Like I said, you will first need to print your 8.5 by 11 using the publisher file that I provided for you. And basically what you're going to want to do is, it may give you a prompt if I use a specific font that you do not own, and most of my fonts I get for free online. So if I do use different fonts, I try to tell you. But what I've done is that I've already set up these text box here. So all you have to do is click on all of it, highlight it, delete it, and edit your invitation or whatever it is that you're printing, however you want it to whatever you want it to say. So once you've done that, you're going to hit print and print it on a regular 8.5 by 11, and you're going to take this 8.5 by 11 cardstock that you've printed, and you're going to go to your Cricut mat. And because I set up most of these files using my Cricut Mini, it may come, when you open it, it may open up and open the Cricut Mini mat. If you do not, if that's not the kind of machine that you have, you're going to go to Machine and Mat, and you're going to choose the type of machine that you own. Let's say you have a Cricut Expression, which is one of the most popular ones. And this is already guiding you to tell you where you need to put your 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that you've printed. This 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock that you've printed here, as you can see, these two text boxes match perfectly these two orange squares here. You're going to want to put, normally I have a video accompanying the Tuesday Print and Cut series files, and you're going to want to put, where I try to help you and try to guide you on where to put the 8.5 by 11. But normally you're going to want to flush it all the way to the end so that your 8.5 by 11 is going to start at this little corner here and go all the way through here. And it's going to, as you can see, it will end right before the 11. So you have perfect 8.5 by 11. You're going to hit cut, and you're going to want to only cut layer 1. So it cuts this perfect teacup shape, and your text is going to be right here. You're not going to want to, you should not cut layer 2 at all. If you cut layer 2, it's going to cut through your text, and this square here will cut. And that's exactly these text boxes that I've set up here. So once you've done that, you're probably going to end up with the exact result, and you can follow along the videos that I've given you to try to, if you want to mimic exactly what I've done, or you can go ahead and play around by yourself. I would love to see any projects that you've done. You can feel free to post on a comment if you've used any of the files. I would love to see how you use some of that inspiration. Like I said, I'm using here for this getting started video, I'm using the teacup invite as a template, but a lot of the times I may be providing you with different cuts where, and it's basically always the same logic. You get a publisher or a Word file, you print it with your printer using a regular 8.5 by 11 in a normal printer. You take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you're always going to want to flush it all the way to this corner, and you feed it through your Cricut this way, and you using the Cricut Craftroom software, hitting cut. So I hope this has helped clear some of the doubts that you may have. If you have any more questions, I'm happy to help. You can always visit my blog at elliepaperstudio.blogspot.com. I try to respond as quickly as possible, or leave me a comment on the blog post or on the video if you're watching this through YouTube. If you have any questions, like I said, don't forget to contact me, and I look forward to seeing your inspiration out there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.